How you doing? Back to go through a little bit of a dishwasher problem. We want to look at our LG dishwasher. So it's giving a PE readout. So if you look at the owner's manual, it really doesn't give any explanation for what that stands for. But ultimately what's kind of happening is it's kind of filling with water and then trying to empty, and it basically kind of shuts off, but then it keeps running over and over again. So I don't know if you can hear it in there. So it'll keep doing that basically until you shut the power off. So I'm going to show you a couple of quick fixes. So the first thing we're going to have to do is shut the power off. So go to your circuit breaker and shut the power off. I'm going to do that. Yeah, so you need to pull off the Okay, so the power's off. We took the racks out. Now we need to pull the dishwasher out. Alright, so I've got to take this plate out. Again, make sure that you have the power off, obviously. And then you're going to undo these. And then you should be able to pull the dishwasher out the rest of the way. Okay, and then you probably want to grab some rags because you're going to tip the dishwasher over the side, and likely there's going to be some water in there. So unless you want water all over your kitchen, put some rags down there and they'll help catch that water. I'm going to tip it. Actually, you have to take a look. I'm looking for this light here. We're going to disconnect. I don't know if you can see. Disconnecting it. So disconnected that. All right, now we're going to tip the machine up the side. Here's some water. Now we're going to take this bottom panel off here. Alright. And then this part unlocks. Let's see if I can. Gotta unlock this. It turns. I don't know if you can see. Right. This part has to. There. And it pops out. So we're gonna flip it back over. So now that it's disconnected, we should be able to pull this out. So this is gonna be the problem. I don't know if you can see, there's a lot of moisture on there. So you have to dry this, and then also inside there where this was sitting, there's quite a bit of water. And that's what causes the air. So what you need to do is dry this. As you can see, it's dripping. And then you need to take the water out of that. And so basically I just use a couple rags to do that. Okay. Get all that water out. Okay, so now that this is dry, this area is all dry in there, we can pop that back in there. what I usually do is I'll snap the power cable or the cable back into it just to hold it in place, because I haven't locked it in. I usually have to do it from the other side. So I'm gonna tip it back over. Tipping it back over. You hear snap. You should hear a snap when you turn it. You would turn it, I guess clockwise. So then, yeah, we got to put the cover back on. All right, now we can flip the machine back over. You should see in here, those are lined up down here. You gotta look inside here. And so I think we're all set. We can flip the machine back over. Get your water all up. And then we're gonna go through the back to put the wires back in, slide it back in, and it should work. So, all right, so now we got to put the wires back in as we slide the machine back. Can't go all the way in yet, but all right. So we got to feed our wires back through. Push this in a little bit. Give yourself some room to work. Obviously, match your wires back up. Black, black, white, white, green, and the copper. Okay, wire screws, you can test, make sure they're on tight. Yep, everything looks pretty tight. So it's okay to slide this back. We're gonna put that cover back on. Screw goes in there. All right, slide it back in. We're gonna put our cover back on. Now we need to put our screws back in. So the machine will stay in place. Please go back in. Going up. We gotta turn our power back on. All right, so getting the rest of this cleaned up a little bit. All this water left. Good news so far is if you can continue to hear the beep beep and the PE, then you know you didn't get all the water out. But the fact that there's nothing here, it's good news. So just gonna go ahead and turn the power. And the PE warning signal is gone, so machine should work. All right, so as you can hear, the machine's running properly. Again, the issue was the PE warning signal indicated that there was basically it's some water that kind of backed up. So I think that's kind of what happens, is if there's any issue or debris in your line, it backs up into the machine. That's where you get the water. So I think that's really the issue, but hopefully at least to get you from having to call a plumber to fix that. But I think overall, I think there's probably a little bit of a defect with the machine itself. So good luck.